Hey everyone, Mines here, and today I'm going to show you 5 tools that I use on a daily basis for industry and hauling. So let's take a look. The first one we have here is evemaps.dotland.net. Now, if you are new to EVE Online, this tool, hands down, out of all the ones that I'm going to show you today, should be the one that you are most familiar with. There is a plethora of information that this site has that can help you out immensely. One of the primary reasons that I use this is the region maps. Tashmakan, let's just choose one, and it gives you, basically gives you a map of the region. It gives you all of the systems, where they're located, how they're chained together, and what I use it for is for the ice rings, the ice belts. So it's going to be these blue rings. A lot of people have these timed. So when they see it, they start a timer, and then they kind of keep track of the despawn. Once they go away, and when the next time they'll be back, they can kind of calculate that a bit. The other thing is if you are trying to look up kind of something what I was doing a couple months ago when I was looking to put up a pause. I kind of wanted a small quiet area, and this kind of gives you some information. Like I have this set to jumps, so you said basically there's 96 people in the last 24 hours. 96 ships have passed through the system. That's pretty good information, especially if you're looking for a nice quiet pocket or a nice little place. Low sec systems, if you're looking to plan a day trip there. Very, very useful. So the second tool that I'm going to show you here is ZKillboard. Now, aside from this lovely landing page here that shows you the most valuable kills with the insane amounts, 135 billion ISK. It's absolutely insane. Eventually, at some point in time, we will all wind up on this kill board. But there's a ton of information that you can extract from here. You just need to know how to get it and how to use it. Primarily, what I use it for is, for instance, if you stood back there at Tashmakan, if I was planning on putting a pause up, I would want to definitely know how active that system is in terms of kills. So this system obviously is not very busy with ganking of any sort, so that would definitely be a plus. The other thing that you can do is look up fits. So like orcas. I want to know how to fit an orca, or I want to look up popular fits for orcas. So I can come in here and say, oh hey, look, this is what an orca looks like. So it basically kind of gives you an idea of how people are fitting. See, this one's got newts, bulkhead, and whatnot. So it just kind of gives you more of an idea of how people are fitting. Suke fits are pretty popular as well. The third site that I use is fuzzwork.co.uk. Now, this site is a must, especially if you are into industry, where you are buying all of the material, bringing it back to your station to use the blueprint. This site is mainly known for its blueprints, although it does have its other uses, such as loyalty point to faction warfare ISK conversions. It's also got some PI tools that are actually quite useful if that's your thing. But here, let's say for instance Taloses are sometimes profitable. Now, I don't buy all of my materials from Jita. I buy them from Amar because that's closer to me. I don't have any tax rates for my facility because, well, I own my own pause. My material efficiency is 10. I don't really care about time efficiency at the moment. So I can update this. And here it basically tells me if I buy all of my materials from Amar, it will cost me 54 million ISK to buy all the materials. It'll tell me my install price, the amount of time, and it'll tell me my profit. The profit is, of course, the sell price minus the material cost minus the install price, and whatever's left over is profit. Now keep in mind that does not include your the amount of ISK that it costs to post the item up on the marketplace. So this is primarily what I use it for, just looking up blueprints. It does have its other uses, like I said. People use it for many other things. This is just what I use it for, looking up blueprints to kind of fill in my orders, make a little bit of profit. It's not always a lot. Obviously, it would be a lot more if I used more of my material, but that's not always the case. Alright, next up we've got Evernus, and Evernus is not a web-based tool. However, it is a tool that you download and install. It's available for Windows and Mac, and it is an amazing tool. I am not going to go into very much depth on how to use this tool, because there is a ton of information that you can extract from this tool. Basically, you download it, you can you want to sign in using the ESI single sign-on. It's very straightforward, very easy to do, and it'll pull all of your character information, your corporation information if you own your corporation, your character orders. This is primarily what I use it for. If you use the JTrading skill, where you can buy or you can modify, buy and sell orders remotely, this will be very useful for you. It'll keep track, and about every 20 minutes you can hit the API import. It'll pull all of your orders, and it will tell you whether or not someone has outbid you on something. For instance, buy order. If I'm trying to buy Infernal Light Missiles and somebody's outbid me with 5.63 ISK, it's going to tell me. And basically I can come in here, hit copy, go to my modify the order, hit Control V to paste, and it'll paste it for me. It'll change it for me to 5.64. So it does that math for you, so you don't make any mistakes. Very useful. The other one that I use it for is the market analysis. Now this one I'm not going to go into too much depth of, but essentially interregional trading for this, I can essentially pull all buy orders in JITA for whatever I decide to set this for. If I'm looking for charges, ships, various modules and whatnot, I can set the margin and the volume at which it's selling, or which that product's actually moving, and it'll pull all of the information based on the criteria that I want, and it will tell me whether or not I can buy it at this price, and then I can sell it at a profit as a sell order in domain. All right, very useful. I don't do this too often, but I will from time to time, because JITA, you can't use day trading if you're in domain. You can't modify your JITA orders. So keep that in mind when you're using this. If you're going to be in a place for quite a while, if you want to utilize your day trading skills. So these two hands down are probably the biggest items that I use out of here. Alright, and the last tool that I've got for you today is evetrade.space. Now this tool I actually showed you guys in one of my other videos with interregional trading, making ISK with hauling interregion. This is probably the simplest tool that I have on the list today. You can do single station trading. That's where it's gonna compare, or it's gonna give you I want to do Dodixie, and it's gonna look at all the orders and buy orders and sell orders that are at Dodixie based on the criteria that you have, and it's going to pull that information back, and it's going to say, hey, you can buy this buy order, and you can turn around and sell it for a margin. You can do the same thing for the station to station and region to region. Very good, very good tool, especially if you're an active hauler that is looking to kind of fill in more gaps where you've got more cargo space when you're doing your contracts. That is actually all I've got for you guys today. There are a ton of tools available for Eve. These are by all means not the end-all be-all tools, the best ones out there that everybody is using. To me, they are probably among the most common. I just wanted to share these with you and which ones I use. If you know of any other industry, trading, hauling tools that are out there that I haven't covered, certainly let me know. I'm always interested in some new ones. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what it is, whether or not you guys use the tools, how you like them, how you use them. Let me know, and maybe I'll do a little bit more in-depth digging on these tools and show you guys a little bit more on how I use them. So until then, I will see you guys next time. Later.